minorities in PG. I would say 60% are CNC students, and the remaining 40% are Filipinos who came from other provinces who transferred to PG mainly because of the reason of low cost. Nakakasawa na pong pakinggan ang low cost. Ano po? Right, so mura ang manirahan sa PG. And add to that, the salary is high because we have the same income as Vancouver. We're in British Columbia is the second to the highest income, right? But the cost of living is way, way lower. The chart here just shows how affordable it is. If you'll be buying your own house for your family in the future, you can save up to 50 or 60% less. Jobs in PG are also abundant. This slide only shows you what industries you will be serving, but in terms of the specific kinds of job, we have everything for you. So we have HR, accounting, IT, engineering, so everything. But the top 3 industries are forestry, healthcare, and medical sciences, and lastly, tourism. Now, how to go around Prince George? This is just some quick trivia and facts. Buses are free to ride for students. Okay, as you can see, this is one of their IDs right now. The gold sticker serves as your bus pass. But just to give you an idea, because of the low cost of living and high income of students, our Filipinos there, they just buy their own car. This guy, Mr. Art Alido, is an OWP of our student who has now become a citizen. I think this was just months ago. He's the friendly Filipino guy who sells cars and is very successful with it. So you can get a discount, right? In a nutshell, in Prince George, you earn more and you save more. Again, if you choose Prince George, it's like you're earning the salary of Metro Manila, but the cost of living is like you are in Ilocos region. Low cost and high return. All right, I'll just skip that video because I have limited time. All right, let me push through with CNC. This is the way that you can choose to live in Prince George. CNC is one of the pioneers of when you say education in our province. We've been there for 50 years now, 50, and being a public school, all our programs have PGWP. Our intakes are every January, May, and September. And January, of course, is closed. And for May, we are having problems now. Why problems? Our seats for one of our top selling courses are already filled out just 2 weeks upon opening. So it's good and bad, right? But we still have other courses open. So September intake we will be opening the seats around February next year. So if you are planning to enroll either May or September, apply as soon as possible. Just make sure your documents are ready so you can lodge it from day 1 of opening of our applications. Our tuition fee is affordable by out of 40%, tuition as low as 9,000 per year. We do have an application fee of 125 Canadian dollars. And this, we have Ielts now. Yay! All right. I know some of you may be disappointed, but let me state my case. I would say this is good and bad. Good because in a way, this shows growth of the community. Again, we grew by around 300%, but I understand this is a deal breaker for some students. But what I can assure you, if ever you pass through all of these requirements, investment, cost, return, finding jobs opportunities are still very, very abundant in Prince George. Our tuition deposit, 6,500 Canadian dollars minimum, equivalent to 1 sem regardless of the program, or 10,000 equivalent to 1 year. All right. I'll just skip this one. This is somehow, I try to defend IELTS, but seriously, IELTS is still beneficial for you should you wish, but I'll just skip this part. And for the process, I'll also skip this one because Kanata has their own process of assessing you guys. So should you wish to consider CNC, just go to them and they will be telling you what requirements are you needing to submit. In terms of our process as of the moment, again, due to the volume of growth, and thank you, Kanata, for being one of our top partners, our letter of offer, it takes before 1 month. Right now, it takes 2 months. That's why it's important, again, if you want to get on board for September next year, apply as early as now. Make sure initial documents are complete so you give enough time for the releasing of your documents. So letter of offer up to 2 months. Tuition deposit still very affordable, guys, 6,500 only. Then letter of acceptance 2 months. Once you get those documents, you can easily apply for a visa, right? And of course, At least this is good for everyone. If ever you study at CNC, the first 3 months of your Guard Me insurance is already covered. So you don't need to pay for this $150. All right. By the way, for the IELTS requirements, we still accept Duolingo as an option. Courses offered. All right. If ever you'll be checking our website, mind you, not all the programs there are for international students. So better inquire with Kanata on what program you can apply for. Just a quick run through. We have programs under business and management for accounting, business management diploma with 5 specializations, and our top 2 best-selling programs, the post-diploma in human resource management. Again, this one was filled out in a span of 2 weeks upon opening of the program, the portal. Then tourism and hotel management, we still have a few seats for this. Oh, but this will be open for September. Okay, we don't have this one for May, but this also fills out so fast. We also have programs for health sciences. The only exception here will be healthcare assistant certificate, which is not available still as of the moment because of the governing body of Prince George. They want to take hold of the program due to the pandemic. So they're focusing it on the domestic students. That shows our quality. Health sciences are usually offered every September. We have programs under tech and also trades. And also, these are some university credit courses and programs. The fast-moving course here would be kinesiology, and we have that for May intake. So hopefully you can check that out. I think health professionals can also take kinesiology. Something to consider, guys. Facilities at CNC, quick one. We have everything that you need. The campus is so big. It's really big. I don't know how to describe big, but if you want to see a virtual tour of CNC, just check out my YouTube account, not my channel. I just have a compilation there of every videos about CNC and Prince George, and I have one there with a virtual tour from a known travel vlogger in Canada. How much does it cost to stay in PG? Very affordable. For homestays, it's at most, this is actually at most 800 Canadian dollars. Some students have found homestays for 400 Canadian dollars per month, but we're not advising this one due to the pandemic. We do have on campus mainly for single applicants, and for off campus we have tons of options. Okay. The off-campus can be supported by not only our accommodations team, but also by the active Filipino community in Prince George right now. They're basically offering rooms to everyone. So it starts at 350 CAD for single applicant, up to 500 for a family of 3. This is our on-campus, off-campus homestays. Cute. All right, I'll just skip this one. Again, this is just to emphasize how affordable we are, but I think it's already an overkill. You get my point, right? Okay, cost of living in Prince George, low cost. That's it. And this is just to show you the wage rates in Canada. British Columbia, second to the highest after, how do you pronounce this? Nunavut, right? So second to the highest, 15.2. It can go higher depending on your work even. Jobs in British Columbia, tons of available opportunities. So despite the pandemic, our jobs are still good. Unemployment rate is low. Opportunities are available, such as this. Quick proof that the ones commenting are students in PG as of the moment, by the way. So I won't discuss that. Supports from CNC are also complete. So whatever you can find in a big university, we have it as well. But I'd like to emphasize on the student union, in short, union, who protects your rights from everything that you need, like finding scholarships. If you want to work as student assistant, we do provide opportunity for a study assistant on campus. It doesn't count your 20 hours per week opportunity, so you can earn more. And also for your transition from student visa to PGWP. And of course, our jackets are still out of stock because, again, our volumes are crazy, right? So we have tons of students, so hopefully I can get a new supply of jacket. But once you sign up, I'll be giving this away for free to make you feel part of the CNC family. So whatever your reason of studying, all right, location, quality, cost of living, again, whatever reason, it's all about, take note, studying at CNC is worth every penny, still low cost, high return, and mind you, we grow 300%. So it shows good potential, right? So hopefully you can be part of the growing Filipino community and maximize your chances of winning in Canada.
Welcome.
Welcome. 환영합니다.
요코소
마부하이.
欢迎大家
Moroy. आपका स्वागत है.
Thank you and see you very soon. Back to you, Francis.
All right. Thank you, Angelo, for that very informative presentation, and congratulations for that 300% increase of international students in College of New Caledonia. So
Thank you, though. Thank you as well, Kanata.
And Sir Angelo will stay here and be available for the Q&A later. Okay, so for our second speaker is he is the representative in country representative of Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. Tonight also we have here Miss Pearl from Apply Board Philippines. This webinar with SAIT is in collaboration with the Apply Board. And without further ado, let us all welcome Andy. Hi, Andy. Good evening.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andy. I'm the regional recruiter from SAIT in Southeast Asia region. So it's very nice to meet all of you in the webinar organized by Kanata. And now I think it's the best time for me to share my screen, right? Yep. And I will turn off my video so we can have a good transition. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so I do hope that everyone could see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. So SAIT, okay, so once again, I would like to say that SAIT, we are the Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. So it means that we are located in Alberta province, and this province is located in the western part of Canada. So basically, as you know, so Alberta have a population of over 4 million people living there. And Calgary, we are the 4th largest city in Canada in general, and the largest city in Alberta province in particular. So currently Calgary there is around like 1.5 million people living there. And actually, yeah, so I don't see that I need to go back about the benefits why you should choose to study in Canada in general. But basically, maybe some of you haven't heard about Calgary before. Maybe you heard about Toronto or Vancouver. And I would like to show you a short videos about Calgary cities. And basically, you can have a better understanding about these big cities.
Let me take you on a quick tour of Calgary. First thing you'll notice, the skyline. With the mountains in the background, it's good. You'll probably take a picture. As you move towards the inner city, you'll feel its culture, the varying neighborhoods. You'll see art. Something will jump out at you. Oh, I should check that out, you might say to yourself. Welcome to Calgary. The place is bustling. Yeah, see, most people are surprised when they get here. They expect something a little more rustic. Anyway, settle in. You've got a million different things to do, people to meet, places to see. Start with a little food maybe. Check out the culinary scene, a lot of options. Some of the best restaurants in the country are here. Feel like partying? You more of like a dive bar type, or do you want to hit the club? We can do a beer hall or billiards, live music, whatever you want, we got you. There's major events year round, pro sports, live music. Major acts come through here constantly. There's something going on every night. If you're a morning person, maybe get up early and take in some of the great outdoors. The city's covered in pathways, the longest paved urban pathway system on the continent, in fact. It's over 1,000 kilometers, or around 620 miles if you don't speak metric. So go for a ride, hit up a park, go fishing right downtown if that's more your thing. The inner city's got beautiful outdoor spots, and then there's like the outdoors. Head west about an hour and you'll find yourself right here. Yeah, remember to breathe. See, Calgary's got the unique pleasure of being a major metropolitan city while also being a stunning outdoor destination. All the arts, culture, events, dining, and nightlife surrounded in the most beautiful, most fun mountain and park areas that ever graced your eyes. And look, I don't know exactly what you're looking for or what your idea of a good time is, but what I do know is that you will find it right here in Calgary. Try us.
All right,
Be part of the
so
energy.
as you can see, Calgary is the big cities and we are a vibrant city. So it's pretty similar to when you study in big cities like Toronto or Vancouver. And of course, Alberta province is still welcoming a lot of international students coming to study here. So basically, if you are a SAIT graduate, so actually there are so many ways for you to do the immigration after all, because in Alberta, there will be many pathways for you to do immigration here. And of course, when you study a SAIT, there's still opportunities for you to work during study here. Like you can work part-time, like 20 hours during the semester time and 40 hours during the semester break. And of course, the cost of living here is pretty reasonable. So currently, I have seen that the cost of living when you study in Alberta is normally 800 Canadian dollars per month. So it's quite reasonable. And of course, there will be no provincial sales tax. So it means that you can save a sum of money when you buy goods or services here when you study here in Alberta. Then I will show you the exact details in the next slide. And when you study in Alberta, there will be another benefit that you will receive free universal healthcare. It means that you can save somehow 1,000 Canadian dollars per year for the free universal healthcare. Here in Canada. And of course, Alberta is famous for many sightseeing like Banff, Jasper, Rocky Mountains. So those, attract millions of tourists coming there, and you have a chance to explore a lot about Canada local culture here as well. So basically, as you can see from this table, so in Alberta, there will be no provincial sales taxes. So it means that you only have to pay for the federal tax. So actually, for example, if you go to a restaurant, you have a dishes or you buy anything from the supermarket, from the convenience store. So you will definitely receive the lowest tax rate here. So basically, you can save a lot of money when you buy goods or services here in Alberta. And of course, it will help you to cover some part of your expense when you study here as well. And basically, when you study in Alberta, you will receive a very good in terms of the income. So when you study in Alberta, for example, if you have a part-time jobs, so the minimum wage that you could receive is 15 Canadian dollars per hour. And of course, once again, with the things that there will be no provincial sales tax here. So basically, you can earn a sum of money and you can save a lot of money as well at the same time. So basically, it could help you a lot to cover some part of your living expense. Calgary, of course, I have to say that it is a very beautiful city. We are vibrant. Of course, we also at the same time has many, green areas like parks and things like that for people to enjoy living there. And currently, we have over 1.5 million people living here in Calgary. And Calgary is a big city with very good in terms of the economic development. So basically, as you could see on the table that I could show you, we are not only focused about oil or gas industry anymore. So we try to diverse the economy into many fields like business, finance, or even like IT or healthcare, as well as hospitality and other service. So it means that there are so many choices of job that you can work here after graduations, or if you want to immigrate here in Calgary, Alberta. And of course, we do see a lot of good economic indicators in terms of the development, even if we are in the COVID-19 situation, but it's still growing. And yeah, of course, so basically the average wage, if you could have a full-time job in Calgary, is pretty high. So I could see that you could normally earn like 30 Canadian dollars per hour. And in total, you can earn like 60,000 Canadian dollars per year for wages. So basically, it's a very good way for you to settle down here in Calgary, Alberta. And of course, we do see a lot of labor demands in the future, especially in Alberta province and Calgary in particular, in terms of like IT, business, manufacturing, logistics, and other fields as well. So we do see a lot of things happening here in Calgary, not just only focus about like oil or gas industry anymore. So once again, when you study in Calgary, of course, you will study in the big cities. And of course, our population is with 70% of populations are local Canadians. So basically, it helps you a lot. You can experience with local culture and make friends with people here as well. And of course, there are so many activities inside and outside of the cities. Like we also have many shopping center, many festive and other entertainment things to do. So you are totally feel quite well here when you study in Calgary. Okay, so for SAIT, I will try to go as quick as possible. SAIT, we are kind of a public school in Calgary, Alberta. And actually, we was founded in 1916. So we have a very long tradition in terms of providing education for international students. So currently, we are kind of the largest colleges in Alberta with more than 16,000 full-time students starting here. And of course, we do provide students with a lot of support in terms of like learning by doing. You will learn hands-on learning. And of course, you will have a lot of chances to do apply research, apply projects, as well as chances to do internship, work placement. And of course, we try to connect you with potential employers when you nearly graduate. And currently, our graduation employment rate is pretty high, so it's 91%. And here are some pictures about our school, as you can see. And we are invested a lot into our facilities with, state-of-the-art facilities and modern clinics. And we are located in very close to the downtown Calgary. So basically, close to the school, we have one train station, and it takes you only like 10 minutes to travel from SAIT to the downtown. So it's pretty convenient to go around, and it takes you only like 2 stops to go to the downtown, like for shopping or to, work part-times. So it's very convenient. And currently at SAIT, we have nearly 3,000 international students, and we have a very strong number of Filipino students coming to study here at SAIT. And we do support them a lot in terms of like academic support, as well as cultural support and other things like how to renew your study permit, visa extensions, or how to apply for postgraduate work permits. Those things we will support you. And currently our tuition fee is quite varied. It depends on the program. So for example, if you apply for college diploma, the tuition fee could be from 18,000 Canadian dollars to 20,000. And for bachelor degree, we have some program have bachelor degree. So the tuition fee could be around like 22,000. Okay, so we also have very small class size. So 20 students per class, as well as we have more than 11,000 industry partners that could help you with finding internship, work placement, as well as entry-level jobs. And once again, so currently we have like degree, diploma, and some program we have certificate. So bachelor degree, which is normally 4 years program, diploma is 2-year program, and certificate is 1 year. So all of this, we need you to have high school completions, as well as the IELTS is normally 6.0 with no band below 6. But for Filipino students, we can waive IELTS for you if you can demonstrate that in your, in your medium of instructions is in English. So you are totally waived for IELTS when you apply to SAIT. Okay, so here is also a short videos about program at SAIT. Okay, so in total we have like 9 academic school, and from my slide, so I will try to go as quick about some kind of key programs that normally Filipino student will apply to SAIT. So for school business, we do see a lot of students will choose like diploma of business. We have a total of 6 majors for you to study: accounting, financial services, HR, and we also have a bachelor degree as well. So I could say that in our school of business, we have seen students have a lot of chances to do projects with good companies like Walmart, Home Depot, Amazon, and other companies as well in terms of business. So definitely you can work on that, and you can earn experience when you do apply project when you start a business at SAIT. For school of hospitality and tourism, we have something about diploma of hospitality and tourism as well. And if you want to do about cooking, we have like baking and pastry art or culinary art as well. So we do have and student run a hotel organization inside SAIT for you to do practice first, and then we will have you to do practice in other like restaurant or hotel inside the city as well. So in terms of the hospitality and tourism, we do have a lot of majors about like event, travel and tourism, entrepreneur, restaurant, hotel, and beverage management as well for you to study. So that's it for the school of hospitality. For school of energies, we will have something about petroleum engineering. We will have things about like chemical engineering, chemical laboratory. So students will have a chances to do apply researches for companies like BP or Shell. So those are giant companies in terms of oil or gas industry in Canada. For school of constructions, so we have something about like construction management, or about civil engineering, architectures. So once again, you can have a chance to do practice with companies like 3M Canada, DuPont, MicroStations. School of Health, we don't have much option, but basically we have 3 programs that Filipino students could consider to apply, which is about opticians, health information management diploma, and dental assisting. So those are eligible to apply and study at SAIT. And of course, we do have clinics for you to practice, and you will get support from us in terms of, after graduations and things like that in Canada. So we will support you in terms of providing information for you to apply for that. School of Information and Communication, so we have information technology about like computer system security. We have something about like information system security. Media and communications, we have new media production and design, or something about like journalism, film, video production, and things like that. So we have seen students when they study a SAIT about like IT, they could do projects with companies like Microsoft, IBM, Oracle, or when they do something about media and communications, they could work with companies like Calgary, or CBC, Omni, or CTV. School transportation, we will only focus about maintenance and mostly aircraft maintenance and automotive. So for automotive maintenance, a lot of cars from companies like Ford, General Motors, or we do have also physical class inside Calgary International Airport that you can work on that with a lot of planes from WestJet company. School of manufacturing, we would have something about like mechanical engineering or welding technicians. Okay, so this one is information about English language program, but I don't see that it will be applicable for Filipino student because, as I mentioned before, if you could demonstrate the medium of instruction is in English, so we will waive IELTS for you. Okay, so besides to study, we also support students with a lot of things like you can join in with, we have our own gyms, soccer fields, and other things for you to improve your physical appearance, as well as we have student clubs for you to join and to do other volunteers job inside the cities, as well as we have the career center. It means that we will support you in terms of how to improve your resume, your CVs, how to do, well in your mock interviews. Also, we want to give you a chances to attend a lot of career fairs, industry nights, and other online job boards that you could be connected with potential partners that say we recommend it. So basically, as you can see from here, we do mention about in other slides about UPass. So UPass is a thing that you could use to use any type of public transportation inside Calgary. So this one is valid for 1 year when you study at SAIT. So basically you can travel around the cities without need to pay anything much more. So it saves you a lot because if you buy monthly pass, it would cost you at least 110. So this one is for 1 year. If you are a SAIT student, so you save a lot. And also, we do mention things like hair and dental insurance, which is 252. So in the beginning, I told you that when you study in Alberta, you will receive a free universal healthcare, your dental or your optical health issues. So that's why you need to pay extra money for this. And this one will be included in tuition fee already. So say we do also have our own residence that if you want to study and you want to live close to school, so we have different type of options for you to choose. It could be a single bedroom apartment, or it could be a 4-bedroom apartment or 2-bedroom apartment as well. Scholarship, we do have a lot of scholarship, and I highly recommend you to go to our website to learn more about that. So we have different values. It could be like 1,000, 2,000, or 5,000 Canadian dollars value. But this one will only apply if you got accepted offer from SAIT and you pay tuition deposit. And then you can start applying for that. And if you were accepted, so those value will be applied from your second semester, not for your first semester in your first year SAIT. And here is an example of our alumni that got scholarship from SAIT before. Okay, so for SAIT, I would like to summarize that in terms of our admissions, basically we have 3 main intakes, which is September, January, and May. And we do offer early condition, and we do receive a huge number of application applying. So that's why you should try to apply as soon as possible if you want to start your SAIT. And you feel free to get support from Kanata about that. Basically, if you apply to SAIT, you will have to pay application fee, which is 150. And if you got an offer letter from us, you need to pay a tuition deposit, which is 17.50 in order to get an LOA, and then you can start applying for visa. And of course, once again, so IELTS we normally require is 6.0, but we wouldn't be waived for Filipino students. All right, so before ending my presentations and could be able to answer your question on the chat box. So here's a short video about our student testimonial.
I'm originally from Vietnam. When I first came to SAIT, the first thing came into my mind is it's very, very huge. It actually made me so nervous.
I moved from Venezuela. I was so shy. I wouldn't talk to people.
You have to leave something you know so well, leave family behind. I was nervous. You're going to the unknown. Decided to contact the residents. I knew I would be in touch with the students and also be on campus.
People were really, really welcoming. They helped me a lot in getting to know better about SAIT and about the culture and life in here.
When the day arrived for my trip to come here, I knew that everything was set up properly. I really liked to see that everything wasn't as complicated as it seemed to be.
It offered a lot of places to study. Spend most of the time in the library, and then I can just grab food at Denny's. It's very convenient.
You don't have to take transit to go to class. For me, that's like the deal breaker.
You can find food anywhere, anytime at SAIT.
Subway, sushi, Thai food, a bar where students can relax with friends. Whenever I feel that I'm overwhelmed, I always try to take some time off, go to the bowling line, go play ping pong.
We do have the gym on campus as well, but it's nice to have the options here on the student building. It makes you actually think, I don't really have an excuse to not do those things because they're all here. I like that. I can go and do my laundry and then I can just wait for it to be done by relaxing in the gaming room. Calgary feels like it's a big city, but at the same time it feels like a small town. City residents feels like it's at the heart of the city. It's amazing.
You can go to the mountains just 1 hour away. I love hiking. That was something I learned here. I feel that I have a sense of family at SAIT. My coworkers has always been there for me.
They care about everything related to you.
It's been so fast, 2 years now, and it feels like I'm so well adapted now. Trying to kind of remember the first day I arrived here.
SAIT is kind of like a family to me. I know everything in here.
SAIT residents felt it was the best experience I could have had.
Okay, so that's all for my presentations, and thank you so much for your listening.
All right. Thank you, Andy and Pearl. Hi, Pearl. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Thank you. And so for those students who wants to apply in Calgary and apply without Ielts, you might want to stay longer for the Q&A with Andy. Okay, for our final speaker tonight, is she is the face of Kanata Educational Consultancy Services. She helped a lot of international students already in Canada. So let us all welcome Ms. Catherine Manasan. Hi, Kat. Good evening and good afternoon to you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Sir Francis. And thank you to our speakers tonight, Sir Andy and Sir Angelo of CNC and SAIT. And I would like to thank everyone, our participants tonight, for joining us on our free webinar about studying in Canada. And I would also like to say hello to our YouTube viewers. We'll be having our question and answer portion later, so I will be very quick with my presentation about studying in Canada. Okay. So once again, welcome to Study in Canada webinar with Kanata Education. So for tonight, our topics are who we are as an agency, our services, what is there in Canada, where to start with your process, of course, your opportunities there as a student, and your plans after. So Kanata Education, or Kanata means a village, are coming together. We are one of the leading educational agency in Manila for Canada. So we are focused on assisting prospective students to Canada as their study abroad destination. We don't cater to students who are going to other countries, and we also are experienced in assisting and processing student visa applications. And of course, we are working directly with our partner schools in Canada, and with collaboration and assistance of Apply Board, we are able to apply students from all over Canada. So the services that we are providing includes assessment. We do one-on-one consultation with our students, and as well as representing you with the school and provide you a comprehensive list of documents for requirements and guidelines, and assist you all throughout your application journey. All these assistance and services are given to you without the extra cost. So yes, we don't collect processing fees for our students. So for our schools tonight, they are located in British Columbia and Alberta. So these are located in Western Canada. So you can see there. Okay, so most of our students are really interested to study in Canada. Aside from its affordability, health and safety community, Canada is known to have possible migration and of course unlimited opportunities. So what are the documents required to start your application journey in Canada? Of course, you need to have a valid passport, your academic transcripts, and your diploma. And right now with CNC, they are requiring Ielts results. I think they are still accepting Duolingo. And we will be needing your CVs and IDs. Okay, to start your process, first you need to consult with your counselor. Now, we at Kanata Education provides one-on-one consultation. I'll put the link on the description box below, where you can book your consultation with us. Now, through this stage, we will be giving you an assessment on which program you must take in Canada. Now, this stage is very critical because this is where we can help you write your study plan. We do provide you with the right recommendation because you need to explain why you need to study in Canada, as well as the reason why you're going to take this program. Once you're able to consult or be assessed with your counselor, you need to submit all the required documents to us. So we must be the one who will apply you to the school. If you don't do that, or you apply on your own, we will not be able to assist you for free. Once you've submitted the documents to us, we will apply to the school. Both of our schools tonight are part of the designated learning institution list. After applying to the school, we will wait for the offer letter or the letter of acceptance, and then you will confirm your slot by paying the deposit fee or the first semester tuition fee or 1-year tuition fee. Once you've done that, we'll start with your visa application process by getting a medical exam. We highly advise our students to get an upfront medical to minimize the processing time with a visa application. We will send you the comprehensive list of documents required for the visa application requirements, and we will do the submission on your behalf. Now, we at Kanata Education provide you with your GCKey account, so we are very transparent. With your application, you will be the one monitoring it. So we don't keep these details from you. You will also have access to your school account. So you don't have to worry about where you are in the process. Now, there are two types of visa application stream of our students, or they can choose. First is the regular stream, which is the most preferred option of visa application of our students. So pre-pandemic application assessment runs between 6 to 8 weeks. At the moment, actually, there are students who are getting their approvals within the span of 1 month to 2 months. So it's quite fast right now compared to the last year. What are the requirements? First, you need to have the proof of letter of acceptance from the school or from the DLI school. You need to provide the proof of identity and the proof of financial support. Now, the proof of financial support is in the form of a show money from your sponsor. So sponsor is a third party or a relative or a family member, and they will be the one who will provide you with the bank statements for proof of financial support. Now, they don't need to be in Canada. They can be from anywhere around the world, just as long as they can provide affidavit of support and their bank statements. Now, how much is the show money? Show money is equivalent to 1-year tuition fee and 1-year living cost of 10,000 Canadian dollars. Now, this show money must be in your sponsor's bank account. You don't need to bring this show money in Canada. You also don't need to put this show money in your own bank account. Now, if in case you don't have a sponsor, then that will be a different situation. And this is why we highly suggest that you do or book an assessment or consultation with us. Okay, let me just remind you that it's a case-to-case basis. So This is just a guideline and the usual requirements under the regular stream. And then last but not the least, you need to write the study plan or letter of explanation. Now, Kanata Education will assist you in writing the letter of explanation. We'll give you a guideline. All of this assistance and including the study plan writing is included in our services, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, the other type of visa application stream is the study direct stream. So now if you don't have a sponsor, you can apply through the study direct stream. Now, again, assessment time before is 4 to 6 weeks. I think they're almost the same as the regular stream at the moment. So if you're applying to one of our schools tonight, and they are waiving the Ielts requirement, but if you're applying through the study direct stream, then you must submit an Ielts with a minimum band of 6. You also need to purchase a guaranteed investment certificate worth 10,000 Canadian dollars, which will serve as your allowance while studying in Canada. So they will give this to you on a monthly basis. And of course, you need to pay a 1-year tuition fee and write the letter of explanation or the study plan. So once again, for study direct stream, the difference between SDS and regular stream is that you need to provide an Ielts with a minimum band of 6, purchase a guaranteed investment certificate worth 10,000 Canadian dollars, and pay that 1-year tuition fee. So yeah, guys, if you don't have a sponsor, then you can apply through the study direct stream if you're going to take Ielts anyway. Now I'm going to skip this part because this is usually where I presented this during the peak of COVID. So at the moment, Canada is open to international students as long as you are fully vaccinated. And if you are not fully vaccinated with the approved vaccine, you just need to do a quarantine. Okay, now that you've decided to start your application as a student in Canada, let me show you what are the benefits of an international student. But then, of course, as a student, you have to follow these rules and guidelines. So first of all, you must be always enrolled at a designated learning institution. So you cannot be not enrolled. If you do not enroll in the school, then tendency is you will be deported. Of course, you also need to make progress towards completing your program. You must respect the conditions of your student permit, stop studying, and leave Canada once your permit expires. Now, one of the things that excites our students and wants to study in Canada is that they can work while studying. Now, you can work on campus. You don't need to have a work permit, but you must be a full-time student and hold a valid student permit. On top of the on-campus jobs, if there is availability inside the campus, you can also work off campus, and you don't need to have a work permit, but you should have started studying and you must be enrolled in a program. Now, if you arrive in Canada 1 month before your program starts, you cannot start working off campus. You must be already studying, or you should have started studying before you can work off campus. Now, if your program has a co-op component, then you can also earn money while doing the co-op. So usually it's incorporated with the program. It's the same in the Philippines as the OJT. It could be paid or not paid depending on the company or your employer. So during school semester, you can work 20 hours per week, while during semestral breaks or holiday breaks, you can work full-time or 40 hours per week. Aside from working while studying, you can stay in Canada after finishing your program. If your program is less than 8 months, then you're not eligible for PGWP. If your program is 1 year, then you can stay in Canada for another 1 year. You can stay in Canada for another 1 year under the PGWP. And if your program is 2 years, then you can stay in Canada for a total of 5 years because of the 3 years postgraduate work permit. Now, if your program is only 1 year and you want to avail the 3 years postgraduate work permit, what you can do is apply for another 1 year program to make you eligible for the 3 years postgraduate work permit. Okay, so another exciting benefit of an international student is that they can bring their dependents with you. So dependents are your spouse or your common law partner, and of course, your children. So if you're 18 years old and above and you're single, then your family or your parents, your siblings, your titos and titas are not considered as your dependents. They can apply as a tourist though. So, but if you're married or has a common law partner, then you can bring them with you. And of course, your children. So that's it for my presentation. Once again, we are Kanata Education. We provide free assessment, unlimited consultation, and assistance. We only collect 10,000 pesos security deposit, which is consumable later on for your visa application and biometrics fee. So technically, you did not pay us anything. However, if you're bringing a dependent, then we do charge processing fees for them. If you haven't already, please follow us on all our social media pages, including our YouTube channel. If you missed the first part or you just joined, then you can rewatch the session on our YouTube page. And you can share this also with your friends. Okay, thank you so much. We can start with the question and answer portion.
Right. Thank you, Ms. Kat. So we can now proceed with our Q&A together with Angelo from CNC and Andy of Southern Alberta Institute of Technology.
Yes. Okay, Sir Francis, I have a question here for SAIT and CNC. How much is the application fee and how long usually the process of getting the offer letter or the LOA? Sir Angelo?
For CNC, our application fee is 125 Canadian dollars. And the timing as of the moment with the volume, we are about up to 2 months to be safe.
2 months to get the
Yes.
and right now you are accepting applications for which intake?
We're still accepting a few seats for May intake for some courses. Yeah, for May, but for September, I'm suggesting everyone to prepare as early as now, though we will be processing your application around February next year.
Oh, right. What about for SAIT, Sir Andy?
Yes, so for SAIT, so it would cost you like 150 for application fee, and normally it takes like 4 to 6 weeks to get an admission decision from us.
6 weeks, okay.
Yeah.
And you're still accepting applications for May 2022, or we're full already?
Yeah, I have to say that most of our program for January and May are currently full. So we just have few programs left, maybe about engineering, but not much options. So yeah, so students could try to connect with us and to see if we have any option yet. But anyway, so we do still accepting a lot of applications for fall 2022 already. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Sir Francis?
Just a follow-up question regarding the application. After the assessment for 2 months and for say for 4 to 6 weeks, is the student will the student receive an LOA or an offer first? And how much they need to pay for to get the letter of acceptance? Angelo?
Yeah, for us, the deposit is $6,500. So it's regardless of the course to make it easy for you guys, 6,500, then the balance will just be divided later on and can be paid after 1 semester or per semester basis. We start with the letter of offer first. Once the documents has been cleared, letter of offer, then pay the deposit, then you get the letter of acceptance after. Same goes, timing is 2 months.
2 months, okay.
Yep.
What about in SAIT, Andy?
So basically, we are on the same page with CNC. So you will get offer letter first, and then you have to pay our $1,750 for tuition deposit. Then you will get LOA from us. So an LOA that it would cost you, I think, 1 or 2 weeks to get LOA. Yeah.
To get the LOA, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Questions about Ielts. What is the minimum band score required to apply in CNC, Angelo?
Yes, it's very unfortunate that now CNC is requiring IELTS for Filipinos.
It's okay.
Understand that we are not an English-speaking country, but you know.
I know. Yeah, things do happen, but it's fine. I'm just happy that SAIT is here. You got options, guys. But yeah, anyway, going back to IELTS, should you wish to take IELTS, our minimum grade is, I think, 6.5. You can just check it our website. I think that's the equivalent of Duolingo of 105 above. So yeah.
But is it required to be academic or general is acceptable?
Academic is the preferred one.
Academic. Okay, so academic 6.5 is a requirement for
Yes.
CNC. So they don't accept medium of instruction anymore.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, guys.
we are still accepting Duolingo until September 2022, right?
At least, yes. But if you're September, I would advise go for Ielts. I just think it has more leverage. Anyway, you have time. So better if you can go for Ielts. But if you want something more convenient, I understand Duolingo is still accepted.
Right. And for SAIT, is pharmacy technician included for the IELTS waived?
I'm sorry, but we don't have pharmacy technicians.
You don't have
in-
pharmacy technicians.
Yeah, so basically all programs will require only 6.0 with no band below 6 of IELTS.
But do you have any healthcare programs in SAIT?
Yeah, we do. So we have things like opticians diploma or dental assisting or health information management or nutrition management. So those programs are health major and student could apply for that.
Okay. Sir Francis?
Yes, I have a question here. What if the applicant already finished bachelor's degree? Is he required to submit high school documents as well, or they can submit the college TOR and diploma for school application? Andy?
Okay, so for SAIT, we still recommend students to submit both high school and post-secondary documents, even though if we will take a careful look into high school documents more. But anyway, so we still recommend students to submit as well the post-secondary documents, so we can have a big picture about student and can give the exact and final decision on student applications.
Same for the medium of instructions, Andy?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, all right.
That's right, yeah.
What about in College of New Caledonia, Angela? Are they required to submit high school documents as well?
Yeah. I would say it's also part of our growth. Before we don't require it, but right now we also require it, mainly because Philippines is not K-12 in the past. So CNC now requires it.
Okay, so for bachelor's degree finisher, when applying for CNC and SAIT, you need to present high school TOR and diploma and medium of instruction, and college TOR and diploma, and also the medium of instruction.
Correct.
Yeah, correct.
Thank you.
Okay. We have a question here with regards to dependents, if they are allowed to work, if they go with the students. So dependents are allowed to work. Your spouse dependent is allowed to work as long as they are holding an open work permit. So we will apply that as well if you're going to bring your dependents with you. Okay. And then what else? Do you have any law-related courses for CNC and for SAIT?
Okay, I'll start. For CNC, we don't have an exact law. Law-related. See, selective reading. Law-related. I think the closest I can provide would be criminology. I think that's law-related, right? So you have criminology.
What about with SAIT?
Yeah, so it's pretty the same with SAIT. So basically the closest program that I could recommend is legal assistant. So basically you can learn some basic things about law, but mostly your work will be about supporting for lawyers. So you wouldn't be a lawyer if you complete this program.
Okay.
This question is for Andy. A student asked about the co-op for hospitality management and restaurant operations and beverage management. Is the co-op paid, or do they have an opportunity to earn money while doing their co-op?
Yeah, so basically co-op is a part of the hospitality program, I say. So definitely you will have co-op part during your study essay, and this is a paid job. Of course, normally I have seen the student will get paid by the minimum wage only, but it's still a good way for students to, of course, earn experience as well as have some money to cover some part of their living expense as well. And normally our co-op will last for 4 months.
For 4 months, okay.
Yeah, they will normally do during the semester break. They will do the course during the semester. I'm sorry about like in summer times. I mean, yeah.
Summer, okay.
Mhm.
Kat?
Yeah, okay. I just want to clarify about the 10,000 pesos because someone is asking about biometrics and multiple Canadian visa. So I don't know about the multiple Canadian visa. Maybe that is so the 10,000 is the 235 Canadian dollars. If you have already given your biometrics, we can do refund for that. It's just the 10,000 is a confirmation that you are going to apply through Kanata Education and with the school. Okay. Also, if in case you will cancel your application, the 10,000 pesos is non-refundable. So that's it. With regards to the expenses you need to pay or prepare when applying as a student, then of course you have to consider the tuition fee. If you're going under the study direct stream, then you must pay 1 year tuition fee. But if you're applying under the regular stream, we highly suggest that you pay at least 1 semester. So even if for SAIT, for example, they can provide the LOA by paying just 1,750 Canadian dollars. As your agent, we still recommend that you pay at least 1 semester to strengthen your visa application. Aside from that, you have to put into consideration your flights, medical fees, which is around, I think, 12,000 to 16,000 pesos. Also, you have to prepare for your accommodation. So those are the expenses you need to prepare. But as your agent also, I would want you to prepare at least for 1 year expenses. So even though you are allowed to work in Canada, some are not able to save, or it's not sufficient for them to pay for the succeeding expenses once they get there if they don't prepare for at least 1 year. So just to be on the safe side, at least prepare for a 1 year expenses. Okay, so yes, Sir Francis, do you have any more question?
Someone is asking about the difference between regular stream and study direct stream. So both streams can get you a student permit that you can use in Canada. So the only difference is the requirement. So for regular stream, you will be needing a sponsor that is your blood relative that will present an affidavit of support, proof of relationship, and a proof of funds. The money should be deposited on their bank accounts, and they need to present a bank statement.
We can
Yes, Catherine.
Yeah, we can do, because sometimes it differs from one applicant to another. It's a case-to-case basis. So I would suggest that you guys book a consultation with us so we can answer your question depending on your situation. Now, I have another question here with our school representatives. Do you accept mature students or undergraduate students? Say, for example, since SAIT is waiving the Ielts requirements for Filipinos, if they are undergraduate, like they only finished second year college, will they still be eligible for the Ielts waiver?
Yes, so for SAIT, of course, there will be no age limit, and we do still accept students if they already have a college diploma in Philippines, I believe. So we still be able to get accept students into our school. Yeah.
But if they are undergraduate, like they did not finish the 4-year degree or the bachelor's degree, will you still accept them and give them the IELTS waiver?
Yes, it's still. So definitely for the IELTS waiver, we need to see how to say a detailed looks about their high school documents, as well as in their college diploma, do they have certificate about the medium of instruction in English? So we will with IELTS for them.
Oh, perfect. Okay. What about with CNC, Sir Angelo?
We have no age limit as well. Our minimum requirement, if you want to get accepted, is at least grade 12. So that would mean, as mentioned by Catherine, 2 years college, undergraduate is fine for old curriculum. But for new curriculum, it's okay if you can finish grade 12, so you can apply.
All right. Okay, let's talk about scholarship because some students are asking if you do provide or any availability on scholarship. To Andy.
Yes, so for SAIT, so we do have our multiple type of scholarship that you could see and apply. So we have some kind of scholarship that students from different, program could apply. Some scholarship will be specific for some type of program, but basically you can apply multiple scholarship program at the same time if you could see that you are eligible to. So basically, as I mentioned before, so you only apply to say scholarship if you got accepted offer from us first, and you have to pay tuition deposit. Then you can start applying for scholarship online at SAIT system. And we will normally try to give decision. Quite late. So that's why, as I mentioned before, normally you will receive decisions in the end of your first semester. So if you got scholarship, so that value will apply from the second semester.
So usually is it like refundable, or is it you will be crediting it back to their account?
So basically, things like they will be credited into their second semester on their account, on their student account, say. And then when they plan to pay for their second semester, they only need to pay the rest over of the remaining fund that they need to fulfill the second semester tuition fee. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. What about in CNC, Sir Angelo?
We don't offer scholarships, but for offshore students, meaning before you fly in or during application, but we do have scholarships once you get on board. So it's going to be merit-based. It's part of the programs of the student union. So you'll just have to inquire directly on your college as well. May tao sa likod mo, Catherine.
Okay, so yes, another question that we have is that if Kanata accepts processing for overseas applicants. So we do assist Filipino students all over the world. So some of our students, we don't even meet them personally. Sometimes I don't even see them online. So we can do online consultation via Zoom. And we do assist students from all over the world, as long as you are a Philippine passport holder. Okay. So yes, Sir Francis, do you have any more questions?
I don't have here, but for specific questions like program recommendation, tuition fees, so we will discuss that. We will discuss that one during the one-on-one assessment and consultation. So don't forget to book an appointment with us. Miss Catherine posted the link wherein you can book your appointment with our counselors.
Okay, and let's take this one last question. So tuition fees, and since you've shown earlier, especially with CNC, the tuition fee range between 10,000 to 12,000 Canadian dollars. So usually you still have ancillary fees or extra fees. How much should the student expect with the miscellaneous fees or ancillary fees, and when they should settle this amount?
Shall I start?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, for CNC, we have around, I would say an estimate 2,000 to 4,000 Canadian dollars, and it's not going to be paid in one time. So it will be discussed during orientation, probably paid every month or every semester. So the amount I mentioned is like a combination of the whole other expenses. So basically you won't feel that expense because you have a part-time job, plus it's already small deductions. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, what about with SAIT?
Yes, so for SAIT, so we normally include everything on our total tuition fee when we do provide information for students. So basically the ancillary fee is normally, I think, around like 1,700 Canadian dollars. Yeah, It's normally like that. Yeah.
Okay, so the tuition fee range between how much with
the tuition fee for SAIT is ranging from 18,000 to 22,000 Canadian dollars per year, and this one included everything already. Yeah.
Okay, includes everything already. All right. Okay, I think we don't have any more questions. For the other questions, we've already answered some of them earlier. You can just rewatch the session on our YouTube channel. And for personalized questions, we can do the one-on-one consultation. Just click on the link I've posted on the chat box and you can book an appointment with us. Okay, Sir Francis?
Yes. So again, Kanata Educational Consultancy Services don't collect processing fee or any assistance fee for our students. So you just need to settle 10,000 pesos to start with the application, and we can secure an LOA with that 10,000 pesos. So that 10,000 pesos also will be used for your visa fee and biometrics fee during the visa application.
Yes, and if you guys want to apply for these schools, yes, you can do apply on both of them. If you want, if you're not yet sure with your decision, just as long as you pay the application fee, and our consultation is free. Just book your appointment with us. Thank you so much once again for our school representatives, Sir Angelo and Sir Andy, as well as to Miss Pearl of Apply Board for making this webinar with SAIT possible. So. Thank you so much, guys, and we're looking forward to accepting your application and assisting you on your student application journey to Canada. See you guys
Thank you.
next time.
Happy weekend, everyone.
Thank you,
Kanata.
everyone.
Thank you, Andy. Bye-bye. Thank you, Apply Board.
Hindi ko makagawa. Hindi ko makagawa.